Right at the start, there was a disclaimer saying every interview it was conducted before August 2022, a month before Her Majesty the Queen passed away. And of course, today is 3 months to the day that the late Queen Elizabeth II passed away. So the timing is quite significant here. Episode 1 very much focused on how Harry and Meghan met, but also Harry's relationship with the media, and he talks at length really about his relationship with the media from when he was a baby right up until present day. But one moment which particularly stood out for me was how the media affected his romantic relationships. So let's take a look at what Prince Harry said.
Every relationship that I had within a matter of weeks or months was splattered all over the newspapers, and that person's family harassed and their lives turned upside down.
Well, I'm joined by royal historian Rafe Hadel-Mankiw, who's been watching the Netflix documentary alongside me. Rafe, first of all, Harry's relationship with the media has, let's be frank, pretty turbulent over the years, hasn't it? What was your kind of takeaway from episode 1?
Well, again, I think it's very much a question of this man not having come to terms with the fact that there's a price for being a prince, and the price is, of course, to have media examining every aspect of your life. You know, you do have a pampered lifestyle, you get a great deal of privilege, and unfortunately with that comes the burden of media intrusion. But a lot of people would say they wouldn't mind that lifestyle, given that the media intrusion isn't a great deal, really.
Of course, when he was a boy, being part of the royal family, he lost his mother very early on, and he actually spoke about how he basically had to have two sides of his personality: his personal side as a grieving boy who has just lost his mother, and of course the royal side. The public had huge sympathy for Princes William and Harry. I mean, what do you think the difference is now?
Well, it's interesting, actually. In this first episode, he said that he had to try to deal with the loss of his mother without much help or guidance. Those are the words that he used. And I think that may raise some eyebrows in the royal household, because certainly his father took great pains to ensure that they had as much help and guidance as they could have. Look, everyone's heart went out to those two boys back in 1997, and there's been so much goodwill to Prince Harry over the last 2 decades. But we're now talking about 25 years later, and this man is an adult. You know, everybody has had tragedy in their life, and it's time for some people to move on. And I think it just goes to the vacuous nature, perhaps, of their Californian lifestyle, that they're still hanging on to these events from 25 years ago.